I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else to find, as these are timeless collective messages. Put it where it fits. Okay. So Spirit's about to be dishing the tea, okay? Because there is some whole seriously intricately orchestrated scene. I'm seeing like the divine play, the divine Inferno by Dante might be significant, but it feels like the divine play. There's this divine elaborate show that's about to unfold right now in your life. And it's putting you on. It's putting you on. This is really interesting. So Spirit had me come out and start pulling a bunch of oracle cards, and they said save the tarot for when you're going through the cards. So we're just going to get right into it, okay? We have the first card out from the Woodland Wardens was the Salamander and Black Pepper with Inspiration. Inspiration. I'm loving that because it feels like there's an element of self-acceptance here in embracing your uniqueness. And I feel like that's something that maybe Spirit has been working with you on behind the scenes of just like really coming into your own, really embracing your own style, your own way of doing things, and letting the chips fall where they may. That's a message that keeps coming out here for you. Yeah, the inspiration is it feels like it's also it's this uplifting energy that's actually spreading across every single dimension of your life. So, inspiration in your home life, inspiration in your relationships, inspiration in your romance, inspiration in your creativity, inspiration in your work, and inspiration in your faith. There's really an element of believing in the unseen here that is actually changing so much for you. Yeah, I love that. Wow, broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Embrace the energy of peace. And it feels like, um, wow. Okay, so some of you could be really breaking out of karmic circumstances right now by choosing to believe in yourself, by trusting how inspired you are and letting that momentum carry you. It feels like um some of you might need help with cord cutting. Book a cord cutting session with me, okay? The link's in the description box below to my website. So, because I'm just seeing like the energy of breaking free here, something being released and you being able to move forward. For some of you also this feels like it's a lot of past life clearing that needs to happen. So either book an Akashic record reading or clearing or reading and clearing or a past life regression, okay? Whatever resonates with you, but there's something here that you are missing that is that has been preventing you from fully accepting this piece, okay? Yeah. For those of you that resonates with, you need to book with me. I love this. Okay, we have starting fresh and looking deeper because it feels like those are the last couple of things that are hindering you in creating this new reality and really stepping into this new season for you. I feel like maybe on the surface of things, you had gone through a very serious winter of just being stripped to the bones. It feels like things had to get really simple in order for you to get clear. And now it's like internally there's this fruit bearing, there's this new life. I'm feeling like a second life being given to you. Maybe a second chance at life, some of you feel like you're getting now, because of deep karmic releases. Mm-hmm. Starting fresh, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life, and looking deeper, deep within me is a majestic radiance. Yeah, I feel like you didn't understand how much inspiration lived in you. You didn't understand how much beauty and excitement and openness you actually had to be able to sustain your dreams, to sustain your life moving forward. Yeah. Oh, lots of clearing taking place. Like that, just burning a little bit of that. Whew, changed the space so much. It's like you're constantly going through this clearing, release, upgrade, clearing, release, upgrade, clearing, release, upgrade. And I feel like for you, it hasn't paid off in results until it has. Okay. So actually, they want us to go through the oracle cards first, and then we'll hit the tarot to see where they want us to go from there. Then we have the hawk and thistle with graceful persistence. I wanted to say grateful persistence. I feel like there's not really a difference. Your gratitude and your grace go hand in hand, and it feels like that's really a strong element here to your serenity, to your peace. It's like this is the energy that you've been looking to embody. So maybe you could be seeing hawks a lot, hawks, or I want to say bald eagles, but I want to say hawks more than bald eagles. Bald egos. Bald eagles could be significant. But I mean, okay, why spirit? I need to put cards on that before we go any further. There's such an element of like unrest. There's such an element of disruption in this reading. It feels like you want things to go a certain way, they go a different way, but it's okay. And then it's like this this interweaving with spirit right now. But I feel like you have a trust for that more than you ever have before. Okay, I love that coming out for you, the Six of Swords. Okay. The Six of Swords saying, yeah, you're at peace with the way things unfold here. You are in this energy of making radical peace with your past. So that way all you can do, all you are left with is your absolute comfort and ability and safety in knowing you can move forward. Okay, so what's with this bald ego here? I feel like as you're starting to appreciate your own uniqueness, appreciate your own divinity, like that gem right there feels like you just coming into such an awareness of how brilliant you are. It feels like there's you stepping up into this shine is really like your own light is your own light is casting a light on the discomfort others have with your power, okay? It really is. And I don't know if it's necessarily deeply triggering for all these folks, but see, there's your crown, you wearing it. Like, yes, all the angel wings could be significant here for you. Maybe white feathers. The King of Wands, yeah, it's like this energy of you just doing your thing, and people are either loving it and eating it up, and other people being like, mm. This is a really like deep exposure. It's like a really deep exposure here. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So what else about these bald egos? Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, wow. So, with the Five of Pentacles, it feels like when you step into your power and you step into your grace, even if it's like not fully manifested tangible result, or maybe it's starting to, you embracing this energy of grace, of gratitude, of momentum to keep riding this wave wherever it's going to take you. It feels like it's weeding out. It's literally like this momentum is spinning energy in your vortex so quickly that it's just like pruning you of the energies that don't serve you, and it feels like it's really triggering to the people around you that feel lack deeply, that feel unsatisfied deeply, that feel as though somehow you winning is like making them feel like they aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And as a light worker, as an empath, your strength already is to be sensitive to know and discern what energy really serves you, and maybe how to help where you can. But I feel like this triggering of some of these egos around you was supposed to happen. You had to see this for what it was, okay? Yeah, we have the bee here basking in your joy and light with summer energy. You just doing your own thing, letting your work pay off, letting your manifestations carry you forward. Yeah, you tapping into this new potential, this new understanding of yourself, magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. I love this for you because I feel like you are this self-acceptance is really triggering. I don't know why this is so triggering to people, but it feels like you just are on this mission to love yourself. And now that you really are, and it's helping you show up differently, it's helping you shine differently. This is really putting a light on the folks that might have been like more comfortable with you when you weren't embracing yourself fully. But what you're starting to see is that you don't need to mirror that trait anymore. You learned from it. It doesn't serve you anymore. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, these cards are so beautiful together. And we'll come back to more of these folks around here in a second. Okay, but we have proceeding softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. So, really taking a soft, gentle approach, right? Letting yourself embrace balance. We have coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. Oh, that's solar plexus healing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this makes so much sense, doesn't it? Like now that you are making the room to love yourself and really show up for yourself, it's giving you this you're like seeing yourself in a completely different light. I feel like when you were so busy and lost sight of yourself, you couldn't actually see how amazing you are. And you've always been amazing. You've always been fantastic. You've always been helpful. You've always been talented. You've always been everything good. Well intentioned. I feel like you lost sight of that though, because you lost sight of yourself when you were not in an energy where you could actually slow down and see, where you couldn't actually look deep within to understand who it is you really are and who it is you're becoming. But because you've slowed down, because you've decided to step into a more gentle approach, maybe this is a prayer that you had, maybe this is an intention that you've been trying to manifest of really softening towards yourself to let yourself see yourself in the highest light. It's happening here. And you got people triggered up the wazoo. Yep. Ace of Cups. It's just this overflow of self-love, overflow of freedom, overflow of abundance. It feels so good. It feels so good. Okay. And now we're going to take a pivot here in this message. So I want to just see like how can you bridge that? Because the card that I pulled, I was like, excuse me. Can you help us pivot into this next message, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? The moon. Okay. So I feel like this is really giving a strong energy of uncertainty. Maybe the triple moon is a symbol for you. You could be working with goddesses right now. Um, or Hecate specifically. I feel like some of you, Lilith has also come up. Uh-huh. Or Artemis. Artemis isn't a dark goddess, but I feel like Artemis is here for you. Um, and Vesta. So, I feel like this is undiscovered talent, undiscovered potential in you that maybe others could sense, but because you couldn't see yourself in a positive, healthy way, balanced, positive, healthy, humble way, to really acknowledge how much power you do have. This was something that was felt about you, but you couldn't access yet. Okay? You couldn't access this yet because it required a new perspective. Okay? And I feel like this has caught a lot of people off guard. Is there anything else you want to say before I pick that card up? Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I feel like you are feeling like you were hidden until the time was right. And I feel like that that is where this energy is starting to get really upset around you. Why are they so mad? I feel like I don't know why. I don't know why, but maybe you're feeling this in a very like subtle way. There's someone or maybe a few people around you that are feeling incredibly like betrayed by you stepping up into your power. They're feeling betrayed because we had this card with the coyote come out. They're like, it's not time yet. Don't show up. Okay, so why are they feeling betrayed? Why are they feeling betrayed? I know. It feels so suspenseful, right? What is this about lying? What is this about the manipulation here? I feel like you've always had this strength in you. Yeah. Okay, we got a card flying out and then this one. Yeah. Okay. I feel like you've always had this strength in you. We have the mountains. Stand your ground. Mountains. You've always had this strength in you. You've always had this stability. You always had this grand perspective. And I feel like you you let go of the need for others to understand you and to fully support you because you came into a healthier perspective of yourself to be like, oh my God, of course I can do this. Oh my God, of course I can do that. Of course I can support myself with this. Of course I'm going to be able to do that. Of course, when I put my time and energy into this, I'm going to be able to blah, 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 whatever it is. And you just surrendered. You just let go. I surrender joyously to the ebb and flow of life. You just let go. And I feel like there's something about this of, I feel like it's your attention. Your attention has been taken off of something that people were trying to use to distract you or something that really just didn't serve you. Five of Swords here, clarifying that. Yeah, because the deceit card came out and I was like, whoa, that felt like it came out of nowhere. And it kind of feels like this is the energy of the people that have been sleeping on you, the Coyote and Datura. Yeah. These were the people that just were like, oh, she's like this, he's like that, they're like this. Oh, yeah, like, it's not that big a deal. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Maybe this is people throwing shade at your spiritual gifts. I feel like for some of you, yeah, it's for some of you, it's people throwing shade at your spiritual gifts and being like, oh, yeah, like, I don't even know what that is. That's just a load of crap. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, no, actually, like, no, but okay, you can think whatever you want to think. Like, you haven't been in an energy where you're like wanting to engage. It feels like it's just like a jabbing at you. There's this energy like trying to jab at you and throw you off. And I don't know if that's actually been people around you. I feel like for most of you, it has been like people that just heavily didn't want you to surpass them. But I feel like you can't hold yourself back and out anymore because your vision is shifting. You are understanding, okay, I feel like there's a realization for you happening where yeah, you're actually living the life that you wanted. I think you couldn't actually see that this was something that manifested like this for you because the expectation when people teach about meditation and they teach about manifestation and visualization, they always say, well, you have to have this vision for what you want the next 30, 40, 50 years of your life to look like and have it planned out so you can step up and execute it. But you're at a state of consciousness where that's not actually possible when you're changing timelines all the time. You know, it just doesn't happen that way. So, what I see is that you are letting go of this need to have some giant, grand, absolute vision for your life because when you're in alignment now, that's all that matters. Everything's going to naturally happen that's even more in alignment for you by staying in that vibration, right? And it's this shedding of like this need to kind of tell yourself that you're not doing it right. You're not doing enough. And I feel like for some of you this has just been like the negative voices in your head. And for others of you, this has been actual voices of dissent around you. People really just, maybe they haven't been saying it out loud, but they're like, yeah, no, this person's kind of crazy. They're like, they're kind of like really crazy for doing that. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they think that that's like sane. But then, of course, like you're helpful when they need you, right? That makes me mad. So I don't know if this is necessarily that there's a ton of two-faced people around you, but it feels like whatever is happening right now, you're just like calling all of your power back and showing up for you, and it's changing things dramatically. It's changing things dramatically. So tell me more about the this deceit energy spirit. Who's got beef? Why? I mean, it feels like there's people jealous. Jealous of your ability to just do what it is that you want and then follow through. Like this personal power. Oh, we had the Seven of Swords in reverse fly. It flew out upside down. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, there's two elements to that. On the one hand, it's like you're just trusting that like you're gonna be around who you need to be around, whether it's to serve or to learn, and you just have no expectation or attachment to these things because you know that spirit's always got your back. On the one hand, it's like you just don't care. You just don't care. And on the other hand, it's feeling like, yeah, no, I'm just hearing you couldn't be bothered. You couldn't be bothered. This person's scheming. That person's doing that. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares? This is, yeah. No one's gonna play you for the fool. You might not call out everything that you see, but that doesn't mean you're not clocking everything. It's just, I feel like when people actually start to get a taste of this power that you have, if they have been hiding things from you or being a little bit tricky or intentionally manipulative, it's like they get like an oh shit moment. They get a oh they get a oh oh I didn't realize that collective was like that. I didn't realize that collective could see that clearly. I didn't realize that I've been making a fool out of myself. That's what these people are thinking. And maybe this might be someone you've already dealt with in the past, but it also could be people that are like getting to know you now but haven't taken you seriously because of your effervescence, like your bubbly nature. That's a fun word. Oh my God. Okay, tell me more about that. What? We got Justice and the Star on the bottom of the deck. Justice flew out with the star on the bottom of the deck. Oh, those are pretty. Let me show you again. Wow. It's like all of these things, all of these energies that betrayed you, that tricked you, that wronged you, they're all being righted right now. Like this, but this is so much deeper than you ever expected. Okay? A lot had to fall off of your path. You had to be isolated because you needed to see the truth of some of these things, the truth of some of these energies. Yeah. So you could understand what people, the difference between people trying to learn from you and the different, and people copying you, trying to mimic you and mimic your energy to be you because they think if they are you that they're just gonna like get to looking and feeling and acting the way that you do. I feel like on the one hand, this used to really bother you and you're not concerned with it at all anymore. Or you just see that it's like a waste of time to be focusing on that. But also, okay, there's a lot going on here. Also that the reason you are becoming so powerful and stepping into your own is because you you're just doing your own thing. It's not that you're trying to mimic anyone else. You're generating this perspective and this reality from the inside out. That's not something that can be interfered with because they can't see it coming. They don't have the vision that you do. This is very guarded. This is very guarded. Your manifestations are very guarded because now you understand that it doesn't matter what anyone like tries to project. Yeah. Because it's not your job to call judgment. That's divine energy right there. That's powerful. What else do you need to know about this energy here? Don't pay attention to the people that are like watching your every step very closely just to see if you trip up. Literally, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter because you're not going to trip up. You might have like you learned so much between whenever you already embodied an energy like this and what happened between then and now. You've learned a lot in the last few years. I just want to say it feels like the last few years you've learned a lot. And that's not something that anyone can shake out of you. That's not an energy that can throw you off. The Knight of Swords. Nope. I feel like you're starting to understand the reason for all of these things in the past. And your energy just has this innate unconscious ability to highlight the things that are not for you because your level of discernment is so high, but also because your protection is so high. What else do you need to know? Yeah, Five of Wands. I was just seeing spirit like pulling you out. It's just like you've been like, okay, I'm ready. I'm like doing the work, and spirit's just like picking you up and placing you in this new spot. Whatever that means to you, you know. You've been feeling it. You've been manifesting it. Nope, we're not taking those. What else about the Five of Wands here? Okay, we had one flip over. Oh, wow. Six of Pentacles. You're finally getting what you were owed because you actually believe in your worth now. All of the illusions were ripped off of these energies that made you feel insecure. Like this delusional energy has been heavily purged. Heavily purged. Mhm. Heavily purged. Yeah, so much balance coming in for you. So much steadiness, so much security. So much security. Ooh, that went flying. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. It flew out in reverse, actually. When I picked it up, it landed in reverse. Maybe for some of you, this is keeping some of your plans to yourself until they manifest. So that way the energy of them is protected. Not that you're being secretive around how things are going for you, but it's just like I'm seeing you cherishing the energy of this becoming. And with that, keeping it close to your heart. And you're just letting the outcome speak for itself. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yep. Just as I was thinking, like, Patreon version, Patreon extended message, I'm gonna get into a little bit more about what these lies were that you discovered. What were these lies? What was this deception that you really, really found deep clarity on? You can join me over on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I feel like you have a new strength now. You have a new strength now. And this is something that's actually caught a lot of people off guard. I couldn't even say it because they're so like, oh, what? You have this new strength that they're just like, how the heck did you get like that? Well, if only they really knew, right? If only they really knew. All right, beautiful souls. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to continue this on Patreon, like I just said. If you want to book a personal reading, the link's in the description box below to my website. I offer a lot of different curated sessions, not just psychic readings, but also energy healings. So do check it out. All right. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to our soul tribe. I love you dearly. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date as to when I go live and when I post videos. Okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.